is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha podcast. Shout out to my YouTube and podcast fans, virtual hugs and love, bam bam, and positive vibes, meditation, blessing, all that good stuff. And shout out also in the near future for my future YouTube, and also I surely have command and or together, but you can do it in order. YouTube and podcast fam, a virtual hugs and love, bam bam. And, like I said, positive vibes, conversation, all that stuff. Again, this is another episode of our Kings and Queens Next Door. I think it's 101. Now, yesterday, y'all, like I said, with all the shenanigans, if y'all listened to my rant one, and, with all parental advisory, where I was ranting about, if I was going by, following a streak, I didn't do a podcast Saturday at all. Actually, I started recording it, Little Richard. I don't know why I'm about to say Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor been going for some years too. But what I'm saying is that I didn't do it. So I had actually, y'all, in the total, also recording basically, even though it's one part, the second part of my podcast, you can say it's 3 or 4 podcasts or 3 podcasts. And y'all, and just to let y'all know, if y'all wondering about my early tour, most of my stuff would actually post it on YouTube as far as my podcast, because, I got limited storage space. It's a big amount, but because I've been consistently at least posting every day for about almost 200 something days, that goes away real quick. And I'm not about to get the plan as far as right now. There's got more space. Some of my earlier shows might have been deleted on here as podcasts. But if you want, take the time, if you really have much time and feel like knowing about my older shows where I started as far as October, or go our Kings and Queen Next Door, which I started in February the 1st. February 1st stuff, the February stuff is still on there. But as far as going from the beginning of my journey of this, y'all go ahead and you will find it probably on YouTube, because that's the only place that has limited space, that has majority of all my podcast so far. Except I think like Apple Podcasts, like a couple of places, y'all, if y'all wonder what it is, because I don't know and I haven't checked if the fact if it disappears on speaker, that if the podcast also disappeared where I also distribute my podcast on other platforms. Sorry about the rant, y'all, but I just wanted to let y'all know. So if you're listening anywhere from Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Deezer, Breaker, Castbox, and so forth, iHeartRadio, wherever else that you're listening to that I have listed in the podcast, the section listed below in descriptions, just to let y'all know that, okay? So, this is 10/28. It is Magnificent Monday. We're going to call that May the 11th, 2020, which is the day after Mother's Day. So, y'all, I was a little bit late today, y'all. Well, not late, but excuse me, y'all, it's one of those days. But I was like, let me go ahead and do a podcast. Okay, now today, even though some of us have heard about it because Jerry Stingler, Stingler, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, God rest his soul. Now, he passed today away, and some people might remember him, not just being Steiner's, the actor, comedian's father, but he was on our King of Queens. It just so but it's like, it's like you, no, so but God rest his soul, he passed away at the age of 92 today. And also his mom is a comedy too, Anna, Ben Stiller's mom. And I forgot what her last name is. That her, maybe her maiden name that she goes last name. But they've been married for who knows how many years. But God rest their soul. And just like I said, I think I said Ron from who used to do with the Tigers, him, Stephen and Roy. And Roy passed away due to, unfortunately, critical corona. And so other than that, let's get into our Kings and Queens Next Door as today. Now, I'm just going to go to Instagram first and just look at a couple things. Then I'm going to go and we're going to get into 2 articles about, both Jill Scott and Eric Badu. And also another one I recommend. I did finally forgot, y'all, of course, after I uploaded the other podcast, to talk about China Renee's. Like I said, you can even look, her website has everything from shopping for products to even links to her YouTube videos that are listed through the website, and you probably connect to there. So I put her website, like I said, purchase face mask under, like I said, you just gotta look and scroll through the description and you will see that. So I'm gonna leave it in there, but there's also another link I refer, that I'll get to in a minute. Now, I have put it there. Meet Ronnie Realfield, who scored. This is from Media Black Out USA. Meet Ronnie Realfield, who scored 162 in his IQ test, beating Bill Gates and Albert Einstein, placing him in the top 1% in the UK. I don't know how young or this man or young this man is, but I mean, he looks like he might be a teenager. But like I said, excellent. And speaking of, you want to go by academic goals that have been, a breakthrough and a first. Nicholas Johnson, and this is from Ball Alert, named Princeton's first Black Victorian in school's 274-year history. Okay? Whew, okay. Nicholas Johnson named Princeton's first Black valedictorian in school's 107-year history, written by Aaron Boogie. Princeton University names its first valedictorian. It's the school's, maybe say in the school. Okay, school's 274-year history. Johnson was an operation and financial engineer, concentrated. According to Princeton's news release, Princeton describes the ORFE program as providing strong technological grounding statistics, and optimization. As if that doesn't sound impressive enough. In addition to his major, he also pursues certificates in statistics and machine learning, applied in computational mathematics and applications computing. Let me just tell you this right here. Thumbs up. Wait a minute. I would go to my sound effect. I'm just going to do, if y'all hear my little clap right here, because I don't want to get off of here and not, finish reading this. Because just alone, I never even heard about stock tickets, okay? I took a beginning class in statistics because that was like a highly recommendation when I was in psychology. I didn't go to grad school psychology, but my bachelor's psychology. Who that class? Thumbs up for that, for him just alone with the statistics. That's all I got to say, okay? Johnson's senior thesis involved a community-based preventive health intervention to reduce obesity in Canada using high-performance algorithms. After graduation, he will spend the summer as an intern for the D.E. Shaw Group and begin his PhD studies at Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the fall. Previous interns for Johnson include developing and implementing a novel optimization technique at Oxford University. Johnson's favorite memories and Princeton are those of the time spent with close friends and classmates engaged in stimulating discussions, often late at night, about our beliefs, the cultures and environments in which we are raised, and the state of the world, and how we plan on contributing positive to it in our own unique way. When he has free time, Johnson likes to play basketball, work out, and play chess. He is heavily involved in Princeton's chapter of Tau Beta Pi, the only engineering honor society, and the second oldest honor society in the United States. Princeton will hold a virtual commencement ceremony on May 31st, 2020, and an all-in-person ceremony will be held sometime in May in 2021. Johnson and the salutatorian. Okay, this person, I heard that word personally. A great sermons will participate in a virtual commencement ceremony. Congrats, young man. Congrats, King. And like I said, that is remarkable. That's a phenomenon. That's just awesome. Awesome. Just beautiful. Okay. Also, speaking of things, okay, if y'all been following Rihanna, the Savage, the singer, actress, and entrepreneur who's, taking over the beauty and the lingerie. I was supposed to say lingerie, y'all. It's actually the new Savage. Okay, extra dark because I seen her thing that actually her company, the Savage Fenty, I mean, not the Savage Fenty, oh, I'll be getting them confused, but the Savage X Fenty brand, has turned 2 years old. Now, I don't know if it's just the lingerie, which I've been hearing the good things about their lingerie, products, stuff like that. It has turned 2 years old. Congrats. Now, also, I forgot to mention this past weekend, it was 2 days ago, that Complex had put out 22 years ago. There was the Fresh Prince in God Was So James Avery, and the most heartbreaking scene, even almost around in a minute, be 4 years from now, be 30 minutes later, and was the anniversary of the most phenomenal, heartbreaking, but also proves acting was on point and really showed the breakout Stu Wills was smart when he played the role. And Ben, I forgot that man's name, but he's been, like I said, he's living legend as far as acting and singing, stuff like that. Y'all remember, even if, y'all remember as a kid, he used to be one of the characters from Zoo Billy Zoo. Y'all look up that show. But, also, it was a scene where he was basically abandoning Wilson's character, and he thought, he was going to be able to be with his dad, and his dad abandoned him again permanently, and he breaks down. First, he's like, yeah, it's going to be all right, blah, blah. Why he don't want me, y'all? If y'all look at that, that is still heartbreaking, even though that's, is they're acting a role. They are actually, unfortunately, people who deal with that. Like I said, that scene was phenomenon alone, okay? Actually, if people got Emmys, other awards, and an acting field, the acting area, based on, a catching line or a catching scene, Will Smith alone. I mean, Jay-Z could have got one too, okay, because he was a phenomenal that got Rex his soul, okay? Rest in peace, Uncle Phil, okay? Even though I know this is a man male, but I mean, that's how much the impact he was, where, as far as just even being, quote, quote, the character man, the father, the mentor, the Uncle Phil, okay? As far as the phenomenon, I think lawyer turned judge, as far as his character with his Fresh Prince alone. That's not the only, acting thing that he's done, in his lifetime, but that's, like I said, just, I wanted to bring up. But phenomenon. And also the Millennium Shades Room. Now, okay, it's two little things I found out. Okay, I don't know if this is on Instagram, but it's called Africa Fact Zone. I need to follow them, y'all, because I don't know, like I said, if this is from Twitter or if this is from Instagram. But either or, I'm going to find them. Okay, I like to mess up names, y'all, so let me continue. Umoji Village in Kenya is only occupied by women, their children, and livestock. No man is allowed to live in the village. The women who live in Umoji Village, Kenya are victims of domestic emotional abuse. It is a healing place for them. They engage in activities that help them heal from maltreatment they face from their abusers and fathers. Okay, this is also, it's more thorough information. The African Style Diary. Also follow them as well. Umoji Village is only, it's the same thing, and it has more pictures, but they also, like I said, okay, Umoji Village was founded in 1990 by 15 women who were survivors of rape and by some local British soldiers. The British population has grown over the years and serves as a safe haven for women escaping child marriage, female genital mutilation, domestic violence, rape, and etc. Because somebody else was saying something and they were, I thought, okay, I thought I had gave a little bit more about this. I could have sworn, because it was a little bit more thorough information, that the man, okay, here we go. I knew it was just a little bit more. Okay, the village was started in 1990 by 15, I'm just going back to the Millennium Shade Rule, by 15 women who became stigmatized in their communities after they were raped by British soldiers from a base at Archer's Post, a trading center bordering Jammu and Aizel. Some of the rape survivors said their husbands accused them of bringing dishonor to their families and kicked them out. They found a piece of land, moved there, named it Umoja, Swahili for unity. It has since grown to refugees, welcoming women escaping abusive marriages, female genital mutilation, rape, and other forms of assault. Even some women whose husbands died have found solace in a home there. curiously for an all-woman village, there seems to be a lot of children around. How does this happen? Young woman laughs. We still like men. They're not allowed here, but we want babies, and women have to have children, even if you are unmarried. Joe said, for everyone asking about the male children, Umoji has built good connections with surrounding villages and even goes to school and teach kids how to be good wives and husbands, father and mothers. When a boy turns 18, goes off to live in one of those villages where he is cared for and can visit the mom at any time. Africans treat everyone as family, so it's like going off to live with a cousin down the street and being there visit whatever. The village is fairly close, no more than 20 minutes walk, and everyone is peaceful. Umoji tribes station between all those villages. Only men who will raise his children may sleep in the village. And so interesting problem do they make? And of course, sometimes just like they can visit our village. That's exactly what they said. So yeah. So this is interesting. Okay, and someone else named underscore Jovi, I think, also it was just saying, like I said, someone else about the male children that has built good connection. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. I thought they had So anyway, this is interesting. I probably should find more information about this because this is pretty interesting, So anyways, y'all, let me see what time it is. It's already almost about to be 17 minutes. I think I may wait until tomorrow. Sorry, y'all, about doing the Eric Badu and Jill Scott today. I wanted to bring up another cause that should be looked and recognized. Now, I've been following called this certain page. I just wanted to Beauty to the Streets with a Z at the end on Instagram for some months now. And this woman, God rest her soul, is no conversation. The people partner with her who help, where to have the portable where they can give people showers and they wash their hair, do their makeup, feed them, donate clothes and so forth on Skid Row, I think, in California. I know it's in California. And I'm going to put down her super social, and it says here, Shirley Raines, Beauty to the Street provides makeup, showers, hair color for homeless women, serving Skid Row, 5050 E 2nd Street, the dial tone sign, or it should be the hashtag sign. I get some cases 1244795 Long Beach, California 90803 beautytothe.street.gmail.com. Now I will be putting the website down because it shows links where you connect. I guess a link where she did an interview. Get Mental Podcast. I don't know if it's actually like hers or someone she was mentioning it with. But also, it does have links to say if you want to follow Patreon, a link to their website. If you also want to donate to Cash App, PayPal as well, and an Instagram feature. I think this is phenomenal. And she's still doing this during this, the Rona, during this pandemic. They're still taking donations, and that helps feed, even in Cove, and it's just dope and it's beautiful. So I will be also putting her site down, so shout out to her and what she's doing, and anyone else that also contributes to helping with this non-profit organization. I think it's wonderful, phenomenal what they're doing. So, y'all, I thought about this. I could go ahead and do the Jill Scott program, but it's already about to be 11 o'clock. So, I'll just probably do that tomorrow. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to go ahead and upload it early. So, anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. Hugs and loves. God bless. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be a wonderful week. And so, sorry, y'all, I'm getting these notifications. Of course, it's doing that when recording. So, hugs and loves, God bless. And I will see y'all in the next one. Virtual hugs and love. First love, bam, bam. And I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. And I will see y'all. Positive vibes, positive blessings. Why is this? See? I have to laugh, y'all, because I know y'all can probably hear all them clicks and notifications. Because even though it's such a lovely convenience of me using this app, on the cell phone, that y'all can hear what I hear in terms of the notification stuff like that. Okay. I don't know, say in the future, if I'll ever like do my show, say in the future when I do get another new laptop and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to laugh. Well, let me get out of here, y'all. Hopefully, like I said, let me just stop jibber jabbing around, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, 9 times out of 10, with another podcast. 9 times out of 10, another episode of our Kings and Queens Next Door. Thank you, good night, and see y'all in the next one. Take care.